Hello everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Surviving Mars Below and Beyond. In the last video, got our new dome, Amazon 1, constructed. This is probably going to be an incubator dome. Why? Because I've got a Vista here. I don't have the capacity to build this dome yet, and upon my mind-shattering realization in the last video that these are just two basic domes slapped together. I said in a previous video these are two medium domes slapped together. I was wrong. Yes, I had the capacity to admit I was wrong. I am also recording this video immediately after recording the previous video, so any comments you left on yesterday's video, I apologize if I'm not going to be responding to them because, well, you haven't made them yet as I'm recording this. Time's a weird thing. I'm going to get rid of that dome, and then I'm also going to queue up low-G engineering to come in after productivity training and sustainable architecture, and after also CO2 jet propulsion, because I've got an outsourcing going right now. This is going to be done very quickly, and this will be done fairly quickly as well. I actually want to take advantage of the outsourcing on these high-end, air quote, tickets that I've got sitting in my pile. I do like the idea of slapping on the mole mine immediately, just putting it down right here, and I've got a great idea on how I'm going to build this. I'm going to show it to you here in about 4 hours once this mission, or once Project Mole is completed. Also helping me, high-speed comm satellite, Crux 1 is working that mission right now. It's going to increase my sponsor research from 700 to 1,000. It's going to be fun stuff. Food is low. I'm going to air quote that because I'm producing food, a decent amount of food every few hours. Every few days I'm producing at least 23 food, and if I need to make some food trades, I can very quickly do it. In fact, let's auth one right now. I'll do a concrete trade for food, and let's see what we can get. Of course, none of the advanced ones really get a lot of attention for it. If I was to offer up, like, electronics for food, I'd probably get it. Europe's going to send me giggity food for 50 concrete, and I'm going to probably use all of that concrete here that I'm mining rather quickly. Let's go ahead, and this is where my layout's going to be. So my molehole mine will go out here. It's going to be east of the base, or west of the base. I know directions. And this area warms itself. I want to make sure it's outside the dust radius of everybody else, which it is. Turn it off right away. Obvious reasoning coming up. I'm going to need 2 turboelectric scrubbers on it. Here and here, probably. Again, just turning these guys off. This is essentially blueprint mode for my Anno 1800 offers. And again, here's that plug for Anno 1800. If you're not watching it, please go check it out. It comes out on the channel every Saturday and Sunday. Then from here, I'm going to slap down 2 rare metals refineries. I kind of keep it tucked in with this guy here and here. Turn them both off. Now there's the reasoning. These scrubbers will clean the rare metals refineries and the molehole mine. And the waste rock, I was going to get there, from the molehole mine will be able to supply the rare metals refineries. That's why I'm doing all this stuff. Let's go ahead and slap down some cables for it. And cables can kind of come down here with it.
Resources are low.
And see what was running low there. I don't think it's power, because I still have a deficit running. Not okay with that, by the way. I'm going to put it to this one. Then actually take a cable and run it along here. Now, let me demo that. The reason I want a cable all the way along this is because these buildings, these ancillary buildings, will most likely be done before the mole hole is completed, which is fine. What's also fine is my plan to put some large dumping sites on both sides of the mole hole.
Resources are low.
So this way, we'll now have the opportunity to... drones will come over here, they'll drop the stuff off, and they'll go do it. But let's also verify. Another problem. It's outside my build range. Crux is... I'll take it, but I immediately have to, as soon as they're done. In fact, yeah, Crux is going to get here back before they do. It's outside my build radius for my drone
Sector
hub,
scanned.
so I need to build another drone hub. If being the key word here, drone hub extenders, which is a technology from Recon, I think. Where you at? Where you at? Here you are. It actually extends the range. You can actually hook this up to a drone hub to increase how much oomph you're getting, how much bang for your buck you're getting out of these guys. But I actually need this here. I've got a drone hub down here now, which is great because they can also supply this dome while this dome is still being done. Ah, disappearing
A
act.
concrete extractor went abruptly silent.
No shit.
Maintenance requests were met with nothing but static.
The event was like unlike any malfunction predicted in the security protocols. Orbital scans on the site revealed no evidence of the existence of the structure, only a black cube matrix centered on the spot where the extractor was supposed to be. Alright, that's kind of a kick in the face because that was a depleted site. I can't rebuild that one. And now we have the Oort Cloud. We've managed to confirm the existence of the Oort Cloud. For a long time, the Oort Cloud was only hypothesized to exist, even though it was considered unlikely. We had no concrete proof. The cloud is mainly made up of icy planetesimals. That doesn't sound like a word. And is believed to be the origin for many, if not all, Halley-type comets in our inner solar system. The discovery solidifies our view of the solar system one step closer again to unraveling the secrets of the universe. In acknowledgement, our sponsors are asking us how they best support us in making future discoveries, so we can get $5 billion. 5 researches. That's 25,000 flat. 25,000 research we can get. This one is horrible. Never take option 3. Unless this was gain 1,500 sponsor research, absolutely take it. If we had needed more scientists, which I've got a few scientists. How many scientists am I rolling with right now? And you can just do that by pressing Z while you're in these missions. We've got quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 15. I actually would double my scientists if I did that. But I do like the idea of just giving me some cash that I can utilize it a little bit further. I'm seeing that I'm dealing with some homelessness, which means I need to start getting this up and running. Problem, I don't have water infrastructure for it. I don't have a good water infrastructure for it. Let's get some storages down here. Make sure that our depots are being supplied because we're going to need this stuff. High-speed comm satellite is done. Okay. Get my 7 depots down. And 5
Anomaly found.
Host benign.
Recent orbital scans revealed a sudden surge of energy on site. It's now evident that the cubes pose a far greater threat than blocking our infrastructure plans.
It appears the black cubes materialized inside the extractor. We can only guess what happened to the building. It seems that any of the artifacts could materialize inside the structure, sending it into oblivion. We're now facing potential threat of future human casualties. Mission Control advises top priority investigation to continue. More buildings could collapse. Preventative research is now available. You bet your ass I'm doing this first. Cephid. The spontaneous high-energy particle interception and deflection technology allows sensor towers to detect and guide materialization of black cubes to a safe location. If I need to build those things, I need to get them going a little bit faster. We got a heavy drone load down here. You guys aren't really doing much anyway, so alright. I do actually have enough once this rocket leaves. Oh, where's Hey? You are on the other side of the damn map. Le crap! Need you down here to unload this food quick. Because my thought is, at this point, get Crux back, fuel her up, run her home, bring in more materials. Thinking going to be more electronics, if I'm honest. Don't need polymers, don't need food. We're actually doing decent on food right now. I am going to go ahead and authorize the construction of this one. And this one. Not going to authorize the scrubbers just yet. Can't turn that off. And I don't have any outsourcing going right now. I'm not going to do any outsourcing at the moment, though. I'm also going to decrease the service area in this guy to mainly focus on this and this dome. I don't want it to be dealing with the rockets. Power is pretty much at a... Let's see, I don't even think... Yeah, this concrete extractor is in, like... Those is probably one of the worst things that could happen. I mean,
Research
definitely there could be
complete.
worse stuff. Because I can't... It says requires a deposit. Since I already depleted it, it's
We
gone.
are attempting to make some sort of sense of the laws that govern the cube's behavior. But it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack in a pitch-black cave while blindfolded.
And the haystack is made of other needles. And it's on fire. I don't know. Still, our scientists managed to define, to some extent, why the cubes sometimes materialize inside our buildings. It seems that some cryptic algorithm first sends a pulse of tachyons to the area where the cube will materialize. If the Cherenkov radiation measurements are within a certain limits, the cube appears on the spot. Thus, the cubes avoid appearing inside rocks. Indeed, none of our scans confirm that any cube would spawn inside a high-density object. Our structures tend to be much less dense than the monolithic Martian rocks. We can modify our sensor towers to create a fake Cherenkov effect. I'm going to try to say that one right. By bombarding the areas around our structures with particles which are harmless to colonists would prevent the cubes from threatening the colony. Sensor towers now protect nearby buildings from black cubes. Here's the issue. I only have a handful of sensor towers, which means I have to build more sensor towers.
Resources are low.
And now you can see they have a radius. They also don't require electronics or anything like that. There's one there. That's good. I'm just going to kind of slap them down in a way that'll keep them... They also don't need maintenance, so I got that going for me. All right. Now we've got a decent... Now you can see we've protected most of the colony. And even if that guy was on his own. It also increases my warning time on disasters. I haven't been doing anything with that yet. Alright, Crux is loaded. Still no missions to go for, so let's head out. I'm going to send him off. Going to bring down a bunch of probably machine parts, if I'm honest. Because once I authorize this... And so actually, it's going to be machine parts and electronics I need to get done. Also getting done, CO2 jet propulsion. I need electronics to make the shuttles. The shuttle hubs need electronics to be built as well. But
Sector
polymer is
scan.
also going to be needed. So my polymer factory, I'm probably going to need a second one if I'm honest. Get that up and running. I do have people who are listed as unemployed and also homeless, which means this dome does need to come online. As much as I want to build a smart complex, I need to build smart apartments. These also take a ton of material. I'm going to build two smart, whatever things I just built. Medical center. Large nursery.
Research complete.
School. A lot of material is now going to be flowing in here, which is totally fine. But the big thing is get this dome as essentially as an incubator. This is a Martian university to train the folks up. I got my school going. We're going to be graduating kids. I'm thinking this thing, I'm going to open this up and see how many kids I actually have. Asteroid's moving out of range, which is totally fine. I want it gone anyway. Checking. Yeah, I got a lot of specialists living around here. This is almost done, which is fine. Quinoa is going to be a lot more efficient. Going into the next one through. You're also producing quite a bit of machine parts per day. The maintenance is keeping the balance from getting up, too high. Noticing there's no metal over here for this guy. Fascinating. Alright. So the idea of keeping the shuttle hubs from needing maintenance means I have to put it near one of the scrubbers that I've already got in play. You kind of like the idea. Maybe putting it over in this area. It's going to be near... There's a fuel refinery nearby. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. It's uneven terrain. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, let's see if I can level this out real quick. Yeah, there's a little lip right there that I can't build on. Whole section's uneven. Let's see if I can... Okay, let's try this again. Maybe that worked? weird. I think this is a lip right here I can't resolve. Alright. I'll have to go over here then. Actually, it fits perfectly right there. There's only concrete, polymers, and electronics. Electronics I don't have, which is telling me that Crux is going to need to... Oh, Crux is already back at Earth. Perfect. I don't like the fact that I have to spend this much money to bring frickin' electronics down. God, I hate that I'm spending that much on it. Again, the reason for the machine parts is for the big guy here. I'm going to turn off my art store for the time being because my polymer consumption is really kicking up. All right, so we've got most of the dome, or most of the cubes
Sector
pushed away.
scanned.
Hey,
Research complete.
Oh wow, wasn't expecting actually to see research in one of these spots that had like, oh, it did have some buildable area, so I'm aware of that. Low G engineering is done, which means, hot damn, I can now build medium and trigon domes. That's gonna be helpful for me. Large scale excavation, I don't think I need it right now. Orbital engineering, obviously, it's one I try to beeline toward, but actually it makes sense to beeline toward it. You can bring down stuff much faster. You can also, export rare metals much faster back to Earth. I'm gonna get MDS queued up. In case I get any more in case I get any meteor storms, I need to be able to protect this stuff. I'm looking at artificial muscles. I know it's there. Problem is, it's another big ticket item. I'm trying, keyword. Oh, that's actually heavily needed. Water conservation system. Let's see. All the way down here. Terraforming, I got 2 more I need to reveal. There's the lake crafting. Yeah, I'm gonna go that route. Get some stuff I do kind of need, get some stuff I really need. Work a nice balance on that front. We've got the metals and most of the concrete for this, which is kind of why I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and build it. In fact, it's the machine parts. It's the reason I'm not hitting go on this guy is the machine parts. You need quite a bit for it. And how much power do you consume again, Mole Mine? Does not say. I think it consumes like 100 power, so I'm definitely going to need to have another line of wind turbines built up for when I do bring this online, which means more concrete, which means more machine parts. You're seeing the problem I'm running into here, eh? Hey. Let's go ahead and turn this on. I've got 136 metals. Let's burn them. I got 343 concrete. I'll burn through all of them and some to get this done. But most of the structures over here have all the concrete they need. It's the polymers. That's what I was draining over here. Turn this dome on.
Funding received.
And because this dome is so far away, we need the electronics. We need a lot of electronics over here for this.
Resources
So,
are
shocker.
low.
I'm burning through all that crap too. Oh darn. And this one needs 4 polymers to repair. Hey, look, I'm burning through more polymers. Yay! Super. I'm just gonna turn it off. If we were gonna, oh, somebody was actually in that dome. Never mind.
Our colonists are suffocating. We only...
Somebody was in the dome when I shut the power off. Whoopsies. Now, do you actually have a kid living in this nursery? Hopefully you are going to school. Can I assign you to school? Yeah, I'm going to turn that night shift off. The night shift isn't doing anything for it. Alright, Crux has arrived with needed materials. Lucidonius is out of range, that's fine. Significant deficit during the day.
Resources are low.
Okay. Let's get more...
Research complete.
Productivity training is done. That's actually going to help my engineers and my geologists. Oh, hey, look, engineers. Engineers, yeah. That's going to be very helpful for me. Now we're getting more apartments built up. This is good. And I probably will slap down a... Yeah, it's up here. The shuttle hub has been built. And I actually have 3 shuttles already, so once we get fuel over for it, we're good. We're going to start moving stuff around. That's very helpful. My power deficit is very high right now. Let's get more power up. How far am I from actually being outside of a drone's range? Yeah, I'm right at the edge. I was like, curious. I'm building all these things, but I don't know how far I have to go before I run into problems with them. I can also increase the radius of this drone hub, but I do have this drone hub here kind of for a reason. I will pop up its range
Sector scan.
to take care of, to pull in other materials it needs for the mole mine project, but I'm also going to make sure that it's kind of staying out of, once it is done, get it out of the way of things. The other thing I was going to do here. What did I not build here that I need to build here? I'm going to high prioritize the sensor tower. I'm going to put both of those here. I want to have like 15 of each here, 5 of the rare metals. And the reason I want 5 here is that when they start overfilling, they can be taken off the site. So that's a big reason for that.
Research complete.
Okay, sustainable architecture is done, which means now we're on meteor defense systems, getting 9 days to do. I'm actually going to kick up water conservation system. Get this one done a little bit faster because my water deficit is of a higher concern. Because I only have 1,800 water stored up, even though I'm pulling as much as I can. Hygroscopic coating is done on most of my guys, but also means I need to make sure that I'm getting it all done up. Now I'm bringing over metals here, which is fine. I'm not super concerned about concrete because I'm going to get the concrete eventually. I can trade for concrete. If push them to shove, I can offer up some food for it or something like that. 90%, so we got one last one there. Also queue up a new dome. This is a Trigon dome. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means if I do it like this, actually, kind of like here, it's within range of the dome. Both vistas. But I want to. It also has that concrete deposit right here. I want to make sure I'm. I got a pretty bad deposit. I could probably cover that one up easy. Medium dome, 3, 6, 9, 10. This one has 12. This one has 14. So yeah, the oval dome, it's cute, but it doesn't actually do nearly as much as we hoped it did. Gravity engineering, how far are you down here? 12,000? Give you up to. The shuttle's going to be running heavy for a while. Even though if I'm ordering up 3 more shuttles, they're still going to have problems. I just know they will. Okay, recon center. Can you please get me some recon going? I'd love to see what's going on here. Alright, this is working. Going to upgrade the holographic scanner. Hey, anomalies. People for resources for Wayfarer. Archimedes, engineer for technologies, and officer for... That's what we're going to have. 10 drones for Portier. Let's do Portier first, because that's research. I did pull drones off a bunch of stuff, so we're going to get heavy drone loads on a lot of things. But that's 3 missions I can do very quickly to solve problems. See if I can find where all this other metal is. 2 here, 5 here, 5 here, 14 here. This is under construction. Okay. I'm going to deprioritize you. And I want to turn new projects back on, because we do need metals for both of these guys. I do like the idea of keeping these things without needing a maintenance for the time being. I can also expand this one to make sure this drone hub is covered by that project also. This is a resource. Is it resources or tech? Oh, separate there.
Anomaly analyzed.
2,500 research. I'll take it. My concern for this uneven spot is how I can build out this way. Uneven terrain, uneven terrain. It's all uneven terrain. How? Let's do a detail. Damn. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Because I really, really, really want to make sure I've got more. I mean, I need those. I need that perfect one. Yeah, we got drones here. Let's go ahead and load you back up.
Resources are low.
Yeah, electronics are running low. Polymers are running low. I'm eating through them for obvious reasons. I need them. Let's actually, speaking of needing them, what if I slap down polymer factory right in here? It's going to be tucked in the corner. It's outside the range of this guy, but it is in the range of this guy. And I do have unemployment in this dome. Water is still running at a deficit. More of concern for me because I need to get... I got some stuff coming my way. Expedition. Next. No. Engineer. Archimedes for technologies or people for resources. Let's do that. We'll do the new technologies. And the reason I'm not doing new technologies is because I only have 3 technologies still left to uncover. And this one's queued up to go. In fact, I can probably do like 1, 2, 3. I've got them all... Shit, am I doing that right now? I think I'm doing that right now. All right, 1, 2. Not that one. I'm just gonna do it like that. I will burn. Usually, when you have the resources and the keys, you get around 4,000 research. So I'm gonna actually spend. Not gonna do that. That was stupid. There'll be things I need it for. I won't do that last one. I pulled the trigger on that research without meaning to. That was a dumb move on my part. Nocturnal adaptation. It's actually a good one for me to get. And then, since I'm putting the money in, might as well go for the MDS. It'll take 8 souls for that one to get done up ish. Okay, this one we've got most of the materials we need. There's my rare metals cache. Yay. What is this dome needing? Let's find some playing buildings. And no, this dome has like no services in it right now. I just put this thing in. No, don't need an art store. I don't have any stuff for that. Grocer. What else are you missing here, kids? Not telling me what things are missing. Oh wait, I want to make sure this is what religious composed survivor. Religious composed survivor, yeah. Religiousness works just because you don't get suicide from low sanity. Big reason for it. Okay, 28 here, 25 here, 10 here. All right, I'm going to turn off the Molehole Mine project for a sec. Actually, no, wait, we're good. I want to get the last metal in there. Once that last metal arrives...
Sector scanned.
Okay, there we go. The last metal arrived on site, so now I can build these guys up. I ate through all my machine parts.
Resources are low.
So I didn't say the other one was low. Okay, this one's still at 90%. And I do like the idea of slapping another farm down here. It says I've got 5 homeless, 34 metal. I'll actually take it. I need it right now. It's saying I've got homelessness, but I also have apartments down here. I've got work available for folks. Water is close to a minus... No, it's at minus a half right now. Power... minus 16. It's this area along this path that I can't resolve. Because it's uneven. I can't build anything up against it. So, kind of just makes this area dead. Not unable to do anything with it. But obviously, if I can do production in this area, in fact, where's my hub here? If I go up this way with it, I could be okay. Just building out a bunch
Resources
more.
are low.
These buildings are actually at risk. These new ones. You're offline. Ah, here's a thought. This area no longer has anything going for it. I could, theoretically, slap down a sensor tower
There are Earthsick
and
colonists.
put in more. I started up here. Yeah, I'm gonna put this guy on top of on top of right there. That's the corner. As long as I build to the right of that, I'm okay. This is almost some time for me to build power or solar power, but I like the wind turbines more. This is a dumb idea, but watch me anyway. Gonna kind of intersperse them with each other. And then I'll put down accumulators here. And there is a gap, there's a small gap in the field where I need to put another sensor tower in to protect them. Sensor tower, here we go. I'll put it on that side there. It also eliminates the need for my concrete depot because, hey, that's done. Food is still running a little low. That's my production. I think a trade pad's going to be needed because this guy, unfortunately, doesn't have a frickin' asteroid to go to yet. I want this thing to go somewhere. Crux, we have one more mission to do. Not Iridium. We're going to do Archimedes.
Sector scanned.
I've passed the 30-minute mark already on this one. No worries, however. I'm still going to keep going for another about 20 seconds. Alright, we got the power situation resolved. Doing a nice stretch. If you're binging through these videos, go ahead and do a little stretch.
Resources are low.
Very helpful if you're sitting for long periods. Make sure you're doing those stretches to keep limber and moving and all that fancy stuff. Once these guys are built up, I'm eating my machine parts in the process. I am aware of this, but I'm going to be producing more machine parts. Obviously, I'm producing 7 a day. I'm consuming 6 a day. So I need to, also, this thing is going to be eating machine parts. However,
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to
yeah,
the
Dream Reality
barren
Mega
environs
Satellites.
of the-
It just took these two. Had they all been researched, it just would have been a big chunk of research coming my way. So it was mainly to get that one done before anybody else got it. I'll send Crux back to Earth empty, loaded up with machine parts, probably electronics, no food, and bring it on back here. Once Crux leaves, I'll do a trade with somebody. I'll find something I can, spare for a little while, maybe some metal for food. But the colony's running a little lean right now, and I want to make sure that I'm keeping the colony up and running, which also means getting this building going here. We got kids being born here. This apartment complex, I guess, is just offline. They aren't aware that this complex is available, but it's also kind of away from everything. Another landing pad down here may be the trick, but also I need to find something I can give to another colony so they would trade with me. It's probably going to be concrete right now, and I don't want to be spending too much more concrete because this deposit's not going to last forever. It is a high quality deposit, but I know it's not going to last forever. That guy can go home. I'm okay with it. I'm not okay if you don't drop a like on this video, leave a comment if you're enjoying it, and of course, share out the video to your friends. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.